We're always captivated by the dazzling debut of brand new technologies, aren't we? The sleek designs, the groundbreaking features, that feeling of never before seen innovation. But what if I told you the real magic often happens long after the grand launch? Today, we're taking a deep dive into something vital, continuous, and frankly, a bit unsung: the Taxshila phase of technology development. It's that fascinating ongoing process of refining, updating, and maintaining existing technologies that you might not even know has a name.
And you're right, it's so much more profound than just fixing a few bugs. The Taxshila phase is a crucial comprehensive stage built on three distinct subphases. It's fundamentally about learning from every experience, every mistake, really,
Hmm.
and transforming those into stepping stones for growth. Our sources use a really interesting phrase to describe this, the cyclicized process of learnography. It's quite a mouthful.
Okay, hold on. Cyclicized process of learnography. That sounds incredibly academic.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, can you give us the plain English version? Like, what does that mean for how technology actually develops in the real world?
Absolutely. Yeah, think of it like a tech company's internal learning cycle. Right. They develop something, they release it, they observe how it performs, they learn from all the data and feedback, and that learning directly feeds into the next version. It's like a continuous self-improving loop where every single iteration becomes a teacher for the next. The cyclical part just emphasizes that it's cyclical, sort of a spiraling journey of learning, constantly building on itself.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So, this Taxila phase is truly an ongoing journey. It's not just about that initial spark of creation, is it?
Not at all.
It's a cyclical process where each iteration builds upon the last, almost like like you said, a spiral staircase ascending toward excellence.
Yeah.
It's that relentless push forward that keeps things getting better.
Precisely. And what's truly fascinating here is how this phase signifies perpetual learning, updating, and continuous improvement in industrial production. It mirrors what the source refers to as the thalamic cyclicized process of learnography.
Okay, wait, you added thalamic there. Thalamic cyclicide process of learnography.
I did. The source uses that specific term.
Right. So the thalamic part makes me wonder, how does that differentiate from just cyclizide learnography? Does it imply like a specific brain-like processing or a central hub for all this learning?
That's a sharp observation.
Hmm.
Yeah, and in simple terms, think of the thalamus in the brain as a central relay station for sensory information, right? So thalamic cyclicide suggests a very organized, sort of centralized way that all this learning and feedback is processed and routed to refine the technology. It implies that nothing gets lost and every piece of information feeds into the core improvement engine. And this Taxshila phase, with its thalamic cyclicide approach, truly encapsulates three distinct subphases: the operational, feedback, and regular updating subphases. Together, they embody continuous learning and refinement, showing that innovation definitely doesn't end with the product's initial creation.
Got it. Okay, so once the technology is out there, what's the very first step in this Taxshila journey? Let's dive into the first pillar, the operational subphase. This is where technology moves from theoretical design to the real-world litmus test. It's like taking a newly designed car out for a test drive, you mentioned. Tech developers rigorously scrutinize how an innovation performs in practical scenarios. What are some real-world examples of that kind of operational scrutiny in tech?
Excellent question. This isn't just theory, it's very hands-on. Think about software crash reports that automatically get sent back to developers, or those analytics dashboards showing exactly where users might be encountering bottlenecks or maybe dropping off in an app. It also includes rigorous internal stress tests that push the limits of performance, or security audits to find vulnerabilities before they become a big problem. This operational scrutiny, as the source describes it, is akin to the motion of the motor science of learnodynamics.
The motion of the motor science of learnodynamics. Wow, that evokes a sense of constant, powerful movement.
It does.
So it's about the insights gained from this initial operational phase, providing the sort of propulsion for future improvements.
Precisely. Spot on. The insights gained during this critical juncture are invaluable. They literally drive the direction, guiding developers toward refining and optimizing their creations in subsequent stages. It truly exemplifies the iterative nature of technology development.
What's equally fascinating is the next step, the feedback subphase. You mentioned this is where user feedback becomes a goldmine of insights.
Oh.
It's not just about passive observation anymore, right?
Yeah.
Tech developers actively seek and gather feedback from users, ensuring that user perspectives are at the forefront of any changes made. It's about genuinely listening and adapting. How do they actually do that beyond just like reading App Store reviews?
Yeah, you're right. It's far more active. While App Store reviews are part of it, definitely, this phase also involves extensive usability testing, where real users are observed interacting with the technology. You learn so much just watching someone use it. Then there are beta programs, allowing a select group of users to test new features and provide direct input before everyone else gets them. And increasingly, active community forums and social media channels are monitored. Developers can directly engage with power users, understand their pain points, even crowdsource ideas sometimes. This is where user reviews, suggestions, and even, frustrations become valuable sources of information that shape the trajectory of technology. This phase is really a testament to the responsive and adaptive nature of tech development, making sure the voice of the users guides refinements and enhancements.
Right. And finally, we arrive at the regular updating subphase, which I've heard described as the heartbeat of Taxshila phase, because this is where the real transformation occurs. So armed with insights from both the operational observations and that invaluable user feedback, tech developers embark on a journey of iterative enhancements. This includes everything from essential bug fixes and performance optimization to, well, the exciting introduction of entirely new features.
Exactly. And this commitment ensures technology remains up to date and competitive in what is, let's face it, a very fast-paced landscape. It's all about aligning with changing user needs and emerging trends, proving that the pursuit of excellence is an unwavering, ongoing commitment. It's how your smartphone or maybe your favorite streaming service feels fresh year after year, even if the core hardware stays pretty much the same.
So one of the defining characteristics of Taxshila, it seems, is its profound emphasis on learning from mistakes and feedback. It really challenges the idea that any technology is perfect right out of the gate.
Oh, absolutely not.
Instead, it views mistakes and user feedback as opportunities for growth and improvement. Every bug identified, every piece of feedback received, is seen as a chance to make things better. How does this translate into practical improvements, though?
Well, this truly is the art of turning setbacks into stepping stones. It's a great way to put it. Every bug encountered and every user suggestion doesn't just get patched over. It leads to a deeper understanding of what works and what doesn't. This knowledge is then baked into the next version, making each iteration more refined, efficient, and user-centric. It really showcases the resilience and adaptability of the tech industry, where failures aren't dead ends, they're just, well, they're data points.
That makes sense. It sounds like this process is the lifeblood of long-term growth and success for any technology. It echoes that old adage, practice makes perfect, right? Illustrating how each version or release of a product is an opportunity for enhancement. And this is where our source talks about the learnodynamics of motor science of brain. That's another evocative phrase. What does it convey about this continuous improvement?
It's a wonderful metaphor from the source, yeah. It suggests that technology learns and adapts with a kind of relentless driving force, almost like our own cognitive processes. This iterative approach ensures that technology isn't static, but truly dynamic, capable of evolving in response to changing user needs and technological advancements. It means the technology isn't just reacting, it's almost instinctively striving for improvement, constantly setting the bar higher with each iteration.
Okay, for a tangible example of this Taxshila phase in action, maybe we can look at something like the Google Play Store. It truly exemplifies this process in miniature day in and day out, doesn't it? Apps and games, there aren't static entities that you buy once and they're done. They are dynamic creations that constantly evolve through regular updates. Based on what seems like a continuous dialogue between developers and users, it's an everyday Taxshila showcase, really.
Absolutely. And what's also fascinating, building on that, is how the Taxshila phase fosters polymorphism and versatility, because the technology is constantly being refined and understood at a deeper level through this continuous Taxshila process. Developers can then identify new ways it can be applied. Polymorphism allows a single technology or platform to take on multiple forms or adapt to various use cases. Think of it like the versatility of a Swiss Army knife, where one core tool serves numerous functions.
Ah, okay. So if I understand correctly, it's not just about making the original function better, but actually finding entirely new functions or applications for that existing technology.
Exactly that. And we see specific examples of polymorphism everywhere. In software development, for instance, it allows a single function to behave differently based on the specific context in which it's used, like a print command that just knows to format for a document or a photo or a web page differently.
Hmm.
And in hardware, you see it in modular components that can be combined for various applications, which can even promote sustainability by reducing waste sometimes.
That's a great point about sustainability.
Yeah. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this polymorphic quality, which is truly fostered and sort of brought out during the Taxshila phase. It ensures technology remains relevant and valuable in a rapidly changing landscape. This constant cycle of learning and refinement allows technology to adapt and diversify its uses, truly making Taxshila a gateway to innovation and adaptability.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, it's really clear the Taxshila phase isn't just a part of technology development. It's kind of the very embodiment of it as an ongoing journey.
Hmm.
True innovation isn't a single event, is it? It's a continuous process of learning, adaptation, and improvement.
Absolutely. This phase truly fosters innovation through constant feedback, it transforms every mistake into a milestone for growth, and it tirelessly fuels the continuous evolution of technology. It's a testament really to the quiet power of continuous improvement that often goes unnoticed.
So next time you see an app update pop up on your phone, or maybe notice a subtle new feature in your favorite software, consider how this powerful cyclical process of lithography is quietly shaping the tech you use every single day. And perhaps, how understanding might change how you approach learning and improvement in your own life.